wasn't scared to see you, always knew it in my bones that something here was bound to take me home. You said you don't know me well, but I'm your angel in white. I'll be close if you come, I'll be just behind you. You're not on the list, but I can get you inside. Use your mind, listen to my voices, I'll guide you. You give yourself over, yeah, you don't wanna fight. If you do, I'm gonna bid you a hard cold goodnight. Baby, hang on to your ticket, you're doing alright. And if you don't trust it, hold it up to the light. Not you, not you, then I don't know. As above is ever so below. Something here was bound to take me
set off into the summer night, and you're never gonna see us again. We set off into the summer night, and you're never gonna see us again. We went looking for a new sound, and you're never gonna see what we found. We went looking for a new sound, and you're never gonna see what we found. And you're never gonna see what we found. And you're never gonna see what we found.
Heyo! We are live. Oh goodness, that's the wrong scene. There it is. Bingo! And we have a special guest this time. Everyone welcome. We have Warthog from Regiment. He's here today to talk about Regiment. We've talked about him multiple times on the stream. We've got somebody here to talk about him too. So we're super excited. Welcome. Yeah. So welcome to the stream. First off, you want to, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do.
For a while. Joined Regiment about 3 years ago, and I'm now a content manager and run the stream team. So that's kind of my elevator pitch.
Man, that's how is it running a stream team for an organization like that?
I'd say if you had ever tried to herd cats, it's very similar. So just when you think you've got them in the box, you found there was no box, and you start again. But it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of growth. We're taking a lot of veterans that wouldn't have a platform otherwise, and giving them a voice, the ability to sharpen their wares, get better at streaming, and just keep plugging away and hopefully finding their why and being able to bring that to you guys.
Yeah, that's awesome. How many people are in the stream team these days? I believe RUM-Gaming. I think we are on y'all's stream team. At least on Twitch, we are.
So there's a bigger stream team on Twitch, and then there's actually a group of volunteers that we've got about 20 right now that they actually go to kick.com on the Regiment channel, and they have 2-hour blocks that they do. A stream like I did Rocket League on Monday. That's my day's Monday. But we have certain time slots, and they come on, do that for the Regiment channel. And of course, all the subs and all the follows and all that fun stuff, all the bits, all that goes to helping Regiment out.
Wow. I think you're muted. You were going to say something.
I am muted. I was going to ask, speaking of Kick, I don't remember ever seeing why y'all decided to start using Kick. It almost seems more than Twitch.
Basically, there were a lot of conversations, and Kick's been a very good partner. So that was kind of the steering. So they've done a lot of good things. I mean, one time the CEO came on, I think he dropped 2,000 subs on us. I mean, they've been really good partners.
That's cool.
So
That's
not
really
big
cool.
corporate like Twitch turned into.
Every platform has their bonuses and their takeaways. So Kick's been really good to us. We are part of the KCIP program as well. So that again, they've been very good.
So you guys Regiment were founded in 2020, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Were you guys kind of around as a community or anything like that beforehand? What is the origin of Regiment?
So I mean, Entourage set it all up, and I think it's the standard story that you hear a bunch of times that military guy gets out and goes, "What's more to life than this?" Gets tired of seeing people decide to opt out and does something about it, right? And that's how it started. I wasn't in the first wave. I've been a gamer for a while and been in different communities and environments, and basically saw one that aligned to my values, and I thought, there's nothing better than having a community that can prevent people from doing something stupid in the heat of the moment, right? My wife likes to say everything's temporary. This too shall pass. So, the fact that they're, again, if you boil it down to, the main mission is stopping at 22, whatever number you wish to do. There's a lot of people that based on the trauma that they had and the experience that they had, decide it's not worth it anymore. And if we can save 1, 2, 10 of those, then let's do that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So what is it about? Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say we're always curious because RUM started as just a gaming community, just playing games before we decided to do like the nonprofit and do more like trying to do more outreach and things like that.
Yeah.
We were basically
and I think a big part of this is you connect with commonality, right? Like when you're going out and you're making a friend, if you think about how that happens, what happens? You see someone, you're a Cowboys fan, he's wearing a Cowboys shirt. You talk, you bond about the Cowboys, and the next thing you know, you're best friends, 20 years down the road. It's the same thing with gaming. You're meeting people, you've already got an interest, you play video games, right? And then on top of that, you play a certain game that you're playing together. And then you get more, so you've already got a couple connection points and you're already a veteran on top of that. So now you've got 3. And we talk different languages than civilians do, right?
Yeah.
Like you say things and people are just like, oh, and even if it's a branch specific thing, like they say barracks, it's birthing for me, but I know exactly what they mean, and I know what they're doing, and I know, that's not fun.
Right.
So it's so, but mostly it's the commonality. You got 3 common points, and then you can, build connections, and then quite frankly, it's having someone that you can call when you need, that can, take your mind off of it. Studies have shown something as simple as an 8-minute conversation can change a life, right?
Right.
So being there for that person, and talking, even if it's playing Overwatch or Marvel Rivals or whatever, can help somebody.
Yeah. That was one of the things that we had a couple of interesting conversations for, because like when we were trying to like categorize, what we supported as a nonprofit, it was like, well, what do we do? I mean, we 3D print stuff for free, and we're a gaming community as well. Like, well, I mean, what does that fit into? And then, I kind of had the real, it's like, well, that's mental health, right? I mean, because like even something as simple as like this cool little figure that you've got on your desk, every time you look at that, it brings a little bit of joy to your life. Like that's, and having something like that, and then the gaming, even on top of that, like everybody knows what gaming can do for somebody, right? Like it's, I think it goes without saying now that like it's a really powerful tool for a lot of people.
Well, me and my wife talk about it a lot, and we get to the point of, you get to choose how you blow off stress. Yeah. And some people turn to things you probably shouldn't turn to, right? Yeah. That to do it. Some people, I know I like a big chocolate cake every now and then. So, I know that's not a good thing. Some people go to the gym. Hey, those are probably better options. I choose to play video games. I can sit there and watch TV. I don't do that. I play video games. I make stupid videos. That's what makes me happy. So,
yeah, man. Yeah, I'm the same way on that one, 100%.
Even when you're getting pissed off in games like Call of Duty, it's still relaxing.
See, there are some games where I've gotten to the point where it's not even worth my happiness. Like I refuse to play Call of Duty now for that exact reason. Like the game just makes me mad. So I'm not going to play it anymore. I refuse. I won't do it.
That's to me, that's an interesting dynamic. And I actually want to explore that with people in general, because I know toxicity in gaming is a thing, right? And I think it's back to like when I would, again, I'm older. When we played sports, you were taught how to be a good sport. Yeah. There was shaking hands when you walked off the field with the other team, even though you fought, and there was a certain honor or glory in playing the game the best you could, win or lose. Yeah. And I think we've shifted that dynamic now to I'm only good if I win. And it's such a antiquated state. Or like, you win what? Life is an infinite game, right? You won that Call of Duty match. Did we crown you champion now? Are you now Michael Jordan? Do you walk off to the stage as a champion?
The real question is did you have fun? Right? Like
Did you have fun and did you again, there's winning. This winning takes all mentality isn't, how many games did Jordan lose? He wasn't afraid of failure. So you not winning a round of Call of Duty, big deal. It doesn't make you the greatest. It doesn't make you the worst. It happened, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
well, that was the thing. Like, I realized that, like, most of my time on Call of Duty was spent just being angry. It's like, it wasn't fun. Like, I play games to have fun, not get pissed off all the time. So I'm just done playing this game.
It's a big thing in competitive, again, because I play Rocket League, and it's a big thing in competitive games like that. I just had the mindset of I'm winning in life. Like, I do this as a hobby.
Right.
And I go into that, and so when someone clicks off what a save, or you're streaming to 5 viewers badly, okay,
yeah.
I enjoy it. All 5 of them do too.
Yeah. That's the one thing I gotta say. We don't get very many viewers, but the ones that we do get, they're always active in the chats, and we appreciate them for it. So,
shout out all the cool viewers out there.
Yeah. All the people willing to.
Having a bad stream to 5 viewers, I always called myself the Call of Duty metronome.
Yeah.
So kind of ping pong back and forth between, like, I look like I'm a competitive player to I don't even know how to use my mouse. And Gert in the channel can contest to that because he's the one that normally plays Call of Duty with me.
Yeah.
I'll go from calling out everybody's location, taking people down 3v1 to getting shot in the back while never hearing a sound.
So
I wonder how bad that, and there's also, ping advantage. So I have the reliable internet of all reliable internets. So I know there's times I'm like, I'm pretty sure that didn't happen that way on my screen.
So what was it like for you when you first were introduced to Regiment? Like, what was your journey? When?
So again, I don't have an exact count, but it's been about 3 years now. And I saw this organization, and it's like it stuck, right? It didn't. You see a lot of orgs, and they say things, and you're like, yeah, but this one's getting pressed, and this was before it happened, right? But this is they were getting pressed with the VA.
Right.
And they're sponsored with, real legit companies. And, you see this guy, and, now he's in the Forbes. I don't know. I think it's 30 under 30, but, he looks like he's, he's the 19 under 19. He's so damn young looking. So he's doing a bang up job. And it was literally, again, the messaging. Once I heard the messaging of, having the ability to save someone, and that's literally I've seen Oakley and some of the other higher ups say that's the priority. Like I've literally said something, I know I'm new here and I know this is not my place, but this is, and they're like, literally that's our number one priority is saving lives. So if you thought it was an issue, bring it up to us and we'll look at it. So and the same thing with the stream team. I want them, we've got some folks that they deal with issues and they deal with struggles and want to have them a place to talk about it. They want to talk about it. We've talked about bringing a Saturday event where, we talk out just common issues. Hey, these are, I've just like, I think even the Call of Duty thing, right? Like toxicity in gaming. Let's talk about it. We don't talk enough in our society, right?
Yeah.
It's I'm right, you're wrong, nothing else in between. Why are you so angry at a game?
Yeah, fair.
I did talk about it in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I mean, the proximity chat for one of the game modes. Anytime somebody start flipping out, I'm like, hey man, hey, let's relax for a second, man. You need to talk this out. You need a hug. It's like Sally doing the reverse shit talking.
Exactly.
Talking extra nice. So
I've literally walked in matches and said that. I was like, I hope you get the therapy you need. Because if game is making you this game is making you that mad at 8 a.m., you're in trouble.
Yeah, you've got problems.
Yeah. It's too early to be this angry.
Yeah, your life is a little too easy.
Exactly. But that was really, once I heard that, and again, a veteran, you have to verify yourself. So you don't have to verify yourself to be in the Discord, but to be a regiment member, you have to be verified military. Right. So check that box, did that, and then I'm honestly, the emotion I felt when I joined is overwhelming. There's a ton of people that are talking, and not all of them. I'm shy. So when I get into a room and there's 5,000 people playing a game, I'm like, I sit over here in the corner, but you meet people, and you do it your own pace, and you talk to people, and you play games. And there's, again, like any community that's ginormous, there's lots of cool people, there's lots of not so cool people, and everything in the middle, right? And you just make your connections where you can, and overall, just having that overall mission statement of trying to impact veterans' life and stop them from doing something bad. It's sure, sign me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure, as you know, like, regiment is just growing like a wildfire. I mean, how do you have any insight on like what it's like to manage growth like you guys have seen over the past few years? Like, we see it, every day. It seems like there's just some big new development with you guys, and it blows us away every time. Like, coming from both of us just doing what we do, like, sometimes we get to a point where it's like, oh, this is a lot, and it's like, I can't even imagine.
He's got next thing you know, he's pulled up in the Cybertruck, right? So right. He's Forbes 30 under 30. He's doing good things. He's surrounding himself with good people, and for whatever reason, me. I think he's doing all the right things. I think it's a natural thing for people to go and now support the military. So I think that there's a lot of companies he talks to, and he pitches that angle, and they're more than willing to help out. So I think that helps out a lot. And it's a great cause, right? You can help out a lot of groups, but there's no other group that said, I'm going to stop what I'm doing, do everything you say for 4 to 6 years or longer, and promise that if the time comes, I give up my life for the country. There's just what else, if there's a better group to try to save, I don't know of one.
Yeah. And I mean, it really doesn't matter which side of the fence you lean on either. Like, everybody loves our veterans, like, yeah. So, you talk about, saving lives and like the, y'all's, overarching mission. What's one of your like favorite moments and stories that you've had being a part of regiment?
So, mine is I don't know. So I've reached out and I've helped folks personally, that I've met through regiment. And I've had people tell me that if it wasn't for me, I wouldn't be around. And I don't feel whatever I did was that important. Sometimes it was just a conversation. Sometimes it was just money I don't need. Sometimes it's a laptop that's sitting around, whatever. But to impact someone to say that, makes me think it might be true. And I, that makes me happy because, whatever that person was going through at the time, we got them through that, and they had the opportunity to impact other people. So
yeah, that's
the biggest.
Well, that circles back to what you were saying earlier, is that sometimes it just takes 8 minutes of time to completely 180 somebody's life. I mean, I don't have any testaments like that, but at least I get the vibe from some people that have stopped by that they don't really have anybody to talk to.
Yeah.
And then they come to our community, and like you said, any veteran that talks to any other veteran can communicate with each other sometimes a lot better than any other civilian or family member. Just
correct.
Being able to talk to somebody that can talk the same language as you can just put somebody at ease.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like a trauma bond that we all kind of share. It's like we've all we've all been forced to embrace the suck at some given point. So we all just kind of know at the core of our bones what that feels like. So when a veteran tells another veteran, dude, I get what you're going through, you know, they mean it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. So the point of you get off the bus, you get your head shaved. Like, oh, we've all got the same story,
we've
right?
all
Like,
been there, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
that one lady with a needle gun that was a little shaky that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trauma bonds.
Yeah, man. That's one of the most apropos things I've like ever heard for a veteran to veteran relationship. Just trauma bond. And like that's the thing, because you can't break that. Like it doesn't matter. Like time doesn't break that. Like I'll give you a perfect example. One of my things that like really cemented like the veteran brotherhood is after I got out, when I got married, I messaged a friend of mine that I had been stationed with in Florida. I hadn't spoken to him in a little over 3 years. I messaged him as a joke on Snapchat, like, "Hey, I'm getting married. Here's when and here's where." This guy took leave and flew from Guam to sleep on my couch in my apartment for a weekend to come to my wedding. I hadn't spoken to him in 3 years. Like I was that like to me like flicked the light on. I was like, wow, the people you meet in the military are forever, no matter what. Like it was incredible.
Yep. Yeah, I've got folks that, you know, I met in tech school that I still that live around me, that we see each other. So it's it's definitely something to last a while.
Yeah. So like I know you know, you talked about your favorite, like, you know, people telling you and you know that you saved their lives, but like, you know, outside of that, like when did you really start to feel like you were making a difference? Or has that still not really hit yet?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm starting again. The stream team, we're you know starting to get that together, and I think we're making positive strides. But I don't, and I think I might be the kind of person that wouldn't know it until it slapped me on the head. So
right. Well, I mean, do you think that's exclusively to you, or do you think that's a veteran thing? Because I think a lot of people, especially veterans, kind of deal with that. Like a lot of veterans and a lot of my friends, like, oh, thank you for your service. Like some of us, we just don't know how to respond to that. It's like, I mean, I don't know what you're thanking me for. Like I feel like I didn't do anything, but the reality is you did so much more, like than you realize. You know.
Well, I think that was, you know, when I was going through some of the paperwork and filing stuff for the VA, and I think that was one of the, like, I'm not that bad. Like that's been, and I've had conversations, and it's like, I actually said this. I was like, I still have all my limbs, right? It's not that bad. And somebody said, I know a guy who lost his arm. And he's like, but it's not that bad. I'm still alive.
Yeah, I've still got my other one. Right. Yeah.
And you're like, where does that line stop? And apparently it doesn't stop until you croak off. So
yeah.
Up until that point, you're like, I still have one foot. You know? So
like the Austin Power scene.
Yeah.
I see no broken bones. They're going to try and stand up now.
Quartet.
Or the Black Knight from Monty Python. It's just a flesh wound.
Yeah. At your shins.
So I definitely do think it's kind of a military thing of like, oh yeah, you're gonna get what you get. You don't pitch a fit. So
yeah. So for you personally, what is it about gaming that like really draws you in? And I mean, this could be like just as a veteran, or I mean, what does it do for your mental health and as the whole? Like, what is it about gaming for you?
So I think it's this is as you, I'm not a young kid anymore, right? As you get older, a lot of the avenues close up. Like you're not playing football out in the park on Saturday, or you won't work on Tuesday, right? I know we used to work out at the gym and go play basketball, and that was like, yeah, we're going to do it Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we're going to do it Monday and Friday. And it was like, we might do it Monday and see how everything feels the next day, right? So that I'm not I like to think I'm not the terrible crazy person when it comes to competition, but I like to compete, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I've shifted my focus into not being the toxic person and saying I'm the best and going, I want to be the best me. Like I've shifted that kind of mentally, but at the end of the day, I still want to challenge myself and try to be the best to accomplish a goal, right? And when you do that, you feel better, right?
Right.
So to me, I play a lot of games that are competitive, that still PvP. I still got good eyesight. I've still got good reflexes. I can still play with the 12-year-olds and whoop their ass. So to me, it's just getting out there, competing, having fun, playing the best round you can, and trying to get a little better each day. That's my it fills that void that I can't fill it any other way.
Have you participated at the regiment esports teams or anything like that?
I have tried out for a few of the teams.
Yeah.
I however have not gotten good enough to finish some of those.
So what teams do you guys have right now?
So I don't know all the teams we have, but I do know we had a Rocket League team. I know I tried out for that one. There's been Call of Duty. It's hard to do because there's esports teams and then there's tournaments, right? So they kind of get blended. So there was a lot of Call of Duty stuff. I think again, Marvel's a big one. So there's basically, it's pretty organic. And I've seen if there's a community that's big enough and they've got enough interest and enough talent, they'll do it. In addition, we've also got the Veteran Gaming League. So you can play tournaments through them. Like for me, I wear the regiment skin a lot of times when I'm playing in Rocket League. So there's just a lot of different ways to compete out there. We also do in-house scrims and game nights that are partnered by G Fuel or one of our sponsors. And those are fun as well. So there's a lot of activity.
So what's the difference between the regiment esports and the Veteran Gaming League?
So the one would be like a team, like we had a Rocket League team and they would go out and for a while they were traveling to like they would do the qualifiers and then travel to places. For the Veterans Gaming League, it's basically just a league that's one of our partners that you can sign up and do like daily online, 2v2 competitions or fill in the blank, whatever the game choice you are, and you can sign up through them.
Awesome. So
one's more like the official traveling sports team, and one's just stay at
Correct.
home gaming.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
And there's a little there's a little flavors because it's basically nowadays you can do some of these online. So like I know in Rocket League there's qualifiers, so you can qualify and they do those events online, and then once you get to a certain level, then you start traveling. So there's a lot of fun stuff like that.
Who gets to make the decisions on like what games and what tournaments and what teams we put together? Like, is that just something that the kind of community kind of votes on, or is that a couple of people that get together and
there's a couple of people that do it, and then it's driven by like the game lead. So again, it's more based on the game first. Does it have a competitive mode that translates, right? Let's call it that. Obviously, you could play Civ 5 forever. So it's just really a comp mode. But the games that do have comp tournaments and comp play styles, they set up basically based on the population, leadership coming up and saying we're gonna support this as kind of the plan, and then the game leads and the team managers executing.
That's really, really cool.
We were talking recently about trying to get more into hosting like our own little mini tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd like to do something with Escape from Tarkov, because there's some really cool tournament formats for Tarkov that I think just have a really small community, and I think it'd be fun because Tarkov is one of my favorite games. I love it so much.
And I've lost track. I mean, we are involved or partnered with so many tournaments. Like there was just a huge Call of Duty one that just happened. Obviously they were big at DreamHack,
Yeah.
So yeah, and then of course they've also got, the virtual battlefield, which I don't know that my skills will translate to the virtual battlefield, but it looks like it would be fun to try. So
Well, so before we wrap up the interview portion, I think I've got one more question for you, Goat. If you've got one more, it's not on our list here. I'm freewheeling this one because I just thought of it, but I want to know your top 3 favorite games, like desert island games.
desert island games.
Top 3. Yeah.
Oh, so I would say PUBG.
Okay. I've had the opportunity of playing with PlayerUnknown before he even made the game.
Nice.
Yeah, I played with him while he was still developing it. It was a mod in Arma.
I'm gonna do New World, even though it's not a real desert. So,
Okay.
and then I don't know of a third one that I'd put in that had desert though.
Well, it doesn't have to be. No.
He's
just
saying like you're trapped on
a desert island.
What-
You can
Oh, I'm
only
tracked
play-
all the top 3 games of all. Like,
You're on a desert island. You can only play 3 games for the rest of your
Gotcha.
life. What are those 3 games?
all right, then it would be. I'm gonna go with. I'm still gonna put PUBG in there, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna put Rocket League in there second,
Okay.
because that's been fun. And then I would probably, even though I haven't played it in forever, I'd probably put WoW as 3.
All right, that's a solid list. That's a pretty solid list. That covers a lot of avenues. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. I
that.
like to split that way, and I like not to, don't want 3 FPS games. It'll just be like mouse hand of death.
Yeah. Yeah. Chat, let me know what y'all's are. Goat, what's yours?
Oh God, I knew you were gonna ask me, and I couldn't. I mean, again, thinking too logically. What am I gonna play for like the next 30, 40 years? I'd like to say some survival game because that's my favorite type of game, but I couldn't play one survival game for the rest of my life. It'd get too boring.
Yeah.
I'd go with him like Warcraft because at least that's going to consistently come out.
That's same.
with updates.
Warcraft's on mine too.
And probably choose like Call of Duty as my FPS.
I'm using Tarkov.
And I really don't know about a third one. Maybe, I don't know, probably just another MMO if it was guaranteed to live forever.
Okay,
If I could go back and choose like Star Wars Galaxies. Yeah.
You could put Star Citizen because it might be finished by the time that 30 years is up.
I invested in Star Citizen oh my God, it had to have been at least 6 years ago at this point, man. And I've seen it at its best and I've seen it at its worst. It still blows me away how much money people put into that game though, man.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Well, that's it for the interview portion. I mean, we've got nothing else. If you'd like to stick around for our the rest of our little monthly updates, you're more than welcome to. But I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for talking with us and representing Regiment. And we hope to speak with y'all again soon.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna be talking about show and tell of like 3D prints, which isn't much. And
Yeah.
our future show and video games.
So yeah.
So if you're curious, we were talking about 3D prints earlier, and like I was mentioning, I got these new magnets in, and we mentioned it on previous streams. Trying out this new method of printing these like coasters where you put a piece of oh God, I forget what this cloth is, but it's a really thin cloth like used for like veils.
Mm-hmm.
And so you print like half a coaster, pause it, put this cloth down with magnets on the end, and then you print the rest of the coaster. And what I've been working on is these little Nightmare Before Christmas ones like this.
Oh, you got it to work mostly, looks like.
And mostly, so you can kind of see, right? I don't know if I can put my finger behind it, but there's a piece where it's missing. You can see my finger behind it.
Yeah, did it just like peel off or did it just not print there?
No, well, it kind of did what this one did. This is the one that did not work at all. As you can see, it ended up like dragging the cloth over and melding it inside of it. And that's because I had these huge magnets that the print bed or nozzle was actually hitting the magnets as it was going around. And I thought I had it lined up right, so then I tried the second one and it was almost good. And messed up at the very end. So now I got these paper thin magnets. And look forward to making it again. So it's a very unique process that these are completely weighable and crushable.
Yeah. I've seen people make like faux chainmail like that. I mean, you can make like actual chainmail that you just like break apart, but like putting it on the cloth, I've seen people make like dragon scale armor. Really cool for cosplay.
I just broke the magnet.
What is it to snap together?
It snapped to the other magnets and broke.
Yeah, that tells you how strong it is, I guess.
Or how weak it is.
Well, I mean, the magnet is strong. The material, not so much.
I had these magnets an hour and I broke one. Like, what the hell?
Well, it's a good thing you got a whole stack of them, right? You only need 4.
Get my money back. After I print these prints, return them.
There you go.
Wait, that's all I got for 3D printing show and tell, because I've been waiting for these magnets to come in. That's the last thing I made was these 2. I'm waiting on that.
No. Next, I mean, I think we introduced them last update, but just as a reminder, we did bring in a new volunteer. Cookie, you'll see her in the Discord every once in a while. She's handling some of our social media, helping out with keeping social media updated and stuff like that. So make sure you show her love when you see them post from Cookie there, and pop in and say hi when you see her in the chats.
Or listen to her Murloc sounds.
Yeah, she has a very distinct way of entering a chat. It's the same every time. It's hello, Cookie. How you doing? It's really bad. I can't do it, but you just hang around the Discord. You'll get it.
For gaming news, I know you saw the post, but I posted about playing the demo for Bionic Bay, if y'all haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
And then, as people that have watched our streams for a while, I don't get very excited about games. It takes a lot for it to impress me. And Bionic Bay was for a 2D scroller, like physics puzzle game. It was very interesting because the preview videos, you see him like stopping time, kind of like watching Quicksilver and like X-Men saving all the people.
Right, yeah.
He's launching off at things as he freezes time, or not freezes time, he just goes so fast. And that's all I thought it was until I played the demo. And the first couple of levels, you actually don't even get to stop time. You get a little control box that lets you swap places with objects. And then you have to use that swapping mechanism to like get through holes or to get over obstacles or to dodge lasers and missiles and rockets shooting at you. And
that's pretty cool. So it's kind of like a bullet hell type thing too, mixed in there.
Yeah. That's what the time stopping one on the preview is supposed to be, but on the demo you don't get to do that.
Oh.
So you just get to, like, once I had this huge crate that I had to like run out into the line of fire and then swap places with it so that they would shoot the box and bounce off the box to cause the gun to explode, and then I could pass by. And then another was like a series of like electric trampolines basically, but on each end of the trampoline was a landmine, so if you didn't bounce on it correctly to the next one, you'd hit a landmine and have to start over. But it has like quick save points, so if you've ever played like Fall Guys, you kind of get to a certain point and it auto saves, and you have infinite lives. It'll just keep respawning you at the last quick save point.
Like kind of like Super Meat Boy type stuff. Yeah.
That's funny that I took the survey afterwards, and that was one of the games that asked you if you played that one.
Yeah.
So,
that's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks good. I saw the previews. I'm glad to hear that it actually plays well.
Yeah, it's super responsive controls. Everything feels, realistic in a sense as far as the physics go.
Yeah. Dune Awakening,
fast or slow as you want.
Dune Awakening also has a demo out. They also announced a release date of May 12th. The demo Go. Why don't you tell us about the demo? I didn't even have to play it to know it was going to be dumb, but I want you to explain your experience because it's kind of funny to me.
So, in their defense, it does say in the title,
Yep.
character creation and benchmark testing demo. But you assume because it has the word demo that you're actually going to be able to demo the game. So I downloaded this, I don't even know, 30, 40 gig demo to find out you literally just get to create your character and then go do a benchmark where it just plays a video of it like flying you around through the game. And that's it. And then it's like, thanks for participating in our demo. And you're like, motherfucker, it took me longer to download this than it did to you do the demo.
I saw the title of
The
it.
game
and I
I've
was
been sitting there
I'm not even gonna
anticipating
waste my
since like
time.
last summer. Finally think I'm going to play a demo.
Dude, the funny thing is I almost, when I found out that there was a demo on Steam, I almost got mad. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, because I've signed up for the beta like 4 times now, dude. Like, and I signed up like years ago and I haven't gotten a single fucking email, dude. And then when I heard there was a demo, I was pissed. And then I was like, oh, it's just a character created and a benchmark. I don't give a shit. I'm not even gonna waste my time.
I wasted it. I saw the title, assumed otherwise, and was disappointed to find out they were actually accurate with their title.
I will say the character creator looks pretty crazy. Looks
Yeah,
like you
it's
can go
pretty in-depth.
really, really in depth with it, which is cool. I like that.
I've never been into that kind of thing. I mean, you see
Really?
the characters I make. I have like the same character on every
You just
survival game.
click randomize until you get the goofiest looking
No.
one.
I do a tiny guy with big hands and big feet
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
Small target. But I usually play PvP, so
Yeah.
the
Sure.
smaller the target, the harder to hit.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
That's
No,
become
I-
my go-to now since Arc.
I've gotten to a point in some games, like if the character creator is good enough, like I'll like take a selfie and like put it on my screen next to the game. Like, yeah, I'll get super in depth with it.
That's what they released the Dune demo for, is people like you.
Yep.
I just want to play the game. I really don't care what my guy looks like.
Yeah.
And you got like the wife, when she plays WoW, she doesn't like playing certain races because of the animations they make when they do spells. They throw their hands up in a weird way, so she wants to play something else.
I can understand that. I can sympathize with that. I can get it.
You gotta recognize what maneuvers my character's doing. I'm mashing buttons and murdering shit. She's like, I like the way the left hand swirls a little too much when I cast this spell. I think I'm gonna play another character.
Liza P, my favorite Souls-like in the genre, announced an expansion, Overture. It's supposed to release in summer of this year, and it's supposed to be a prequel to the base game, which is going to be pretty cool. You'll get to go through the city of Krot before everything went to hell, and so that's going to be cool. I'm super excited to dive into that. As you guys know from watching the streams, I fucking love Liza P. It's a beautiful fucking game, so I'm super stoked to get into that. And that's it for our gaming topic. Now, veteran topic came one thing just for me, and it's something that I learned about recently, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I learned about the VA has a program called Whole Health, and I think it's it's kind of a hidden gem of the VA, and I really, really wanted to share and talk about it because I went through like their little orientation and everything like that, and got all the information. Man, it's cool. So what it is it's an add-on to your existing healthcare with the VA. But what they put in their words, I quote, "Whole Health is VA's approach to care that supports your health and well-being. Whole Health centers around what matters to you, not what is the matter with you." So they have a more holistic approach to your healthcare. So the way that they put it to me was the way that your conversation with your doctor would go is, instead of the doctor saying, okay, this is what your numbers look like, here's X, Y, and Z that you're going to do to fix it. Instead, it's going to go, hey, here's what your numbers say. what would you like to do so that we can fix it? And they offer a bunch of different programs under this whole health to achieve that. A lot of it is mental health focused, but there's a lot of also physical things like chiropractic care is something that's really difficult to do with the regular VA healthcare, because it's very solution focused, right? They want to give you chiropractic to fix an issue. So if you're somebody that doesn't necessarily have an issue but likes to get chiropractic care because it eases your pain from time to time and helps you be comfortable, that's something that's really difficult to do. But under whole health, that's not so difficult anymore, because it's centered around your mental health and your overall well-being. And all of these different programs that whole health offers is also available for your spouse or your children. They can come along and do these activities with you as well. And begin again, because the whole philosophy is supporting your whole well-being. They have programs like equine therapy. You can go and groom and feed and tend to horses as like a mode of therapy and speak to a therapist while you do it. They have guitar lessons. You can do like yoga. They have they have personal trainers and nutritionists. They have just all kinds of really, really, really cool programs. I don't have the time to go over it all. The orientation was about 45 minutes, just to kind of tell you what all this encompasses. But what I urge all of you to do is go to My Healthy Vet, go online, reach out to your local VA, reach out to your primary care, and ask them that you would like to go to a whole health orientation. It costs nothing. It doesn't change your healthcare benefits in any way, shape, or form. You would still see the same doctor. It doesn't change anything. It's just an addition to what you already have. So go check it out if you're interested in stuff like that. Like, again, there's some really unconventional, really, really cool stuff there. There's acupuncture, there's hypnotherapy, there's, again, guitar lessons. Like, I mean, it's really, really cool.
I put the link in our chat.
Yeah, link is in the chat if you want to check it out. But yeah, definitely talk to your primary care about the whole health program. I don't know if all VAs offer it around the country. I don't know. I think it kind of depends on just the available facilities. I know I have the pleasure of living in Houston, Texas, so we have a very large medical center in Houston. Very well equipped. I mean, we have one of the best Houston is one of the best medical cities in the country. So,
so speaking of things on the VA website, and I don't know if you can answer this, Warhawk, but I see in the announcements several times about like welcoming X amount of members that came from like the VA outreach section of the VA webpage, but I have yet to be able to actually find it. I can see news articles about like past events, and is that all it was? Are y'all hosting like events on there that are getting these people, or is it a permanent page that I just can't find?
So it's been in the newsletter a couple times, like Regiment being in the newsletter. Is that what you're referring to?
I was trying to find one of the posts where they say y'all got X amount of new members from the VA outreach program.
Well, I mean, to me, that encompasses a couple things. Like there's actual VA members in the Discord, and they've had meetings that they host for the members of the Discord to answer Q&A sessions, kind of things. So there's that. There's the newsletter. There's a couple other programs that we've got that bring in members based on some drives and giveaways.
So this one was on January 2nd. It just said over 5,000 new veterans joined Discord thanks to the VA.
That was the announcement. Yeah, there was the VA put out a newsletter, and in there it had a section about regiment.
Okay. I was wondering because I was trying to I thought maybe y'all are actually in the outreach section of the VA website, and I only found one past event is all I could find.
Yeah.
Make sure there wasn't something we were missing. We were trying to share that with people, and I was like, I can't seem to find it.
And then our final little bit of veteran news before we end the stream is, you know, I think it's fitting. We've talked about them all the time. We don't bring them up in every veteran discussion, but we'll bring it up since we have somebody sitting right here with us. Is Regiment. If you haven't heard of Regiment and you're in the chat right now, please go check them out. Regiment.gg. Warthog, do you want to do some promo? You want to do some promo on the stream for Regiment here?
I'll let you do it. But basically, we'd love to have you. We are looking forward to having more members. And again, the mission, you can't beat the mission statement, right?
Right. Yeah. So go check out Regiment. Right. They have esports teams. They're sponsored by the American Legion. Paradox Customs. They get sponsored for some PC builds. They have their own G Fuel flavor. Like, I mean, what more can you ask for, right? They've
freedom, the taste of freedom.
That's right. They've been featured on Fox News. They're headquartered out of Dallas, so good old Texas. I love that. I hate Dallas, but I'm down with Texas. Partnered with Kick, so if you're big into content streaming, make sure you check out all their streamers on Kick. They've got a ton of them, all wonderful creators out there. So. Sponsored with
you still do
USAA as well, right? Isn't that new, or that's been going for a while, right?
Yeah, we had USAA for member right now. We've got the EVA, we've got the VGL. There's G Fuel, Paradox.
Y'all have anything new? I know y'all got that mobile
Puck.
phone.
Puck gaming. Yeah.
Puck, yes. Yeah. And that's
So many beautiful sponsors.
Yeah. Every time y'all talk about a new sponsor, it's like, man, we'd love to get us one of those. we've been trying with 3D print filament companies. I reached out to a bunch of fitness companies because I'm starting a fitness blog here soon. Keep in tune for that. The gym next to my house finally opened. I've already done 2 sessions. I've got a personal training session on Friday. I plan on going 3 days a week. There's going to be a blog on the website about that, so make sure you stay tuned. I'll make sure to announce it on all of our pages. And as usual, you guys know the drill. Check out our website, rum-gaming.com. Join our Discord. Follow us on all the socials, X, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. And yeah, I think that's it. Hope everyone has a wonderful evening. Thank you very much for watching.
Well, and if you want to get some cool merch like this too, you can go to We the People Holsters. They got Regiment merch.
Oh.
So and Regiment holsters. So
there you go. I know there's one person in our chat that might be interested in that. Gert, I'm talking to you. Go check it out. Everyone have a good night, and we will see y'all next month. It'll be actually on the 1st, right? It'll be on the 1st of March because I think Tuesday is the 1st.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Warhog.
Yeah.
okay,
Again,
thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Warthog.
You guys have a great night, sir.
Yeah. You too.
You left your perfume on the pillow and your whispers in the air. Got your face stuck in the mirror and I keep finding your hair. Got a pink box box in my closet with the fall pictures we took. Oh, and I keep finding dog ears that you left in my books. Miss your hate, can I just crash over? Guess you crashed in like a tsunami. Woke up next to you so hungover, sunlight painted stripes to your body. I'd give anything that I have for just another one of your nights. You can have an arm and a leg, just a minute more of your time. Check our playlist, put it on low in the car. And your jacket's on the hanger, right where you left it in March. Every night I'm on my phone, like maybe you'll text me again. But all I get are reminders that we're better off as friends. Yeah. Got your toothbrush sitting in the bathroom, got your slippers waiting by the bed. Every little thing you left here, ever since you left, you've been living rent-free in my head. Keep telling everyone I'm trying to move forward, but it's so easy getting stuck in the past. Every little thing you left here, sitting where you left it last. Miss your hate, can I just crash over? Guess you crashed in like a tsunami. Woke up next to you so hungover, sunlight painted stripes to your body. I'd give anything that I have for just another one of your nights. You can have an arm and a leg, just a minute more of your time.
Some things aren't meant to be fair. I know you left me down and out, and now the river is red. Got that hit on your head. Should've buried your dead. Should've listened to me and said